Good morning, welcome to Tuesday. On Tuesdays, we do a little bit of Tai Chi-ish looking stuff, and we've, in the last couple of weeks, added the meridian tapping to that. It's a snowy day here in southeast Wisconsin, and probably in many places if you're viewing from the U.S., and chances are if your kids weren't already home from school, like it's kind of been all year, they're home today. So let's begin today with our tapping. We're going to put our feet about shoulder width apart, relax the body, set up our normal neutral body position, and then take 2 or 3 fingers and tap on the sternum, moving up and down the sternum, just gently tapping, a little wake up for the body. Need to be fully awake this morning before I go crank up the snow beast. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we do fairly traditional stuff, and the intent behind that is to give you practices that are time-tested and relatively easy to memorize. If you are trying to get a daily mindfulness practice started, maybe you haven't done so well with sitting meditation. I usually do my sit right after our sessions. This gives you a way to implement something that can be done in as little as 10 to 20 minutes a day. Not a huge learning curve as far as memorizing. In fact, the 10 form set we'll do today really only has 8, maybe 9 forms. The final form in the set is really just a closing back to the neutral position. Generally use the Yang style 10 form set on Tuesdays. Simple moves that you've seen in other sets if you've been with me before. A lot of overlap between these movements and things you'll see in Qigong. Most days we're probably 90-10 Qigong to Tai Chi. And even this set, even though we use the forms from the Tai Chi set, execute them in the style of Qigong, balancing out repetitions of a movement side to side and doing multiple repetitions of it on each side. Take a pause with the fingers and then bring one hand back up to the sternum and walk it over until it falls into that little hollow spot beneath the shoulder. And let's, with a loose fist, knock into that hollow point. We'll just do the kind of the upper body set today so that we can get through at least more than half of the Tai Chi forms. Extend the arm, turn the hand to the ceiling, exposing the underside of your arm. And then flatten the hand and slap down the arm. Turn the hand over. Come on up the outer side of the arm and take it up and over the shoulder. We'll do 3 times on each side. So let's come back to a loose fist into that little hollow. And then flatten out the hand, extend that arm, slapping down the underside of the arm. And then turn the hand over, come on up the outside, and over the top. And one last time on this side, and we'll balance it out on the other side. And then go into our normal warm-ups. One more time up and over the shoulder. Relax that hand down. The other hand up, starting at the sternum and walking it over to that little hollow and beginning to knock. And let's consciously begin to deepen out the breathing. Breathing in through the nose if you're able. And And then on the out breath, a very conscious out breath, breathing out through either the mouth or the nose. A little more focus on the out breath. And if you can, even making that out breath a little longer than your in breath. These won't be precision Tai Chi forms today. We're going to accentuate certain parts of each movement to keep the focus on the breath. Don't worry too much if your hands and feet aren't exactly where mine are. Mine aren't exactly where they would be if I was doing this in a demonstration format or in a competition format. And then relax that hand down back to our Wuji position. Begin to turn the upper torso from side to side. Gentle turn of the spine, letting the arms just kind of float along. And then we finish our tapping, making loose fists, tapping on the lower back and lower belly. This is our kind of stock warm-up move called knocking on the door of life. Waking up our energy center, our lower dantian. Continuing to consciously breathe a little deeper. Just let the hands float off the body. Keep them swinging, stretching out to the sides, reaching. And now let's slow this down and get connected to the breath. We want to slow down so far that we can take an in breath in one direction across, and as the other arm comes back across, the out breath. Harder than it sounds. As we deepen the breath, let body follow breath and slow the body. Calm the mind. And those of you not used to having your kids home every day may need a little more of that today. And open the heart. Now let's shrink these movements down till the hands come to rest at the sides. And then we begin with the commencing form. Arms floating up in front, palms facing the floor. At about the shoulders, the elbows get heavy and everything melts down. Breathing in, we rise. Breathing out, we relax. Not really a conscious pulling up of the arms, more of a floating up as if there's wind beneath your wings. Stay with me now. We're going to come part way up and then let one hand toss out to the side. Other hand, palm to the ceiling. And as the hand comes back, let palm pass palm, press forward. Other side. Toss away on the inhale. Press forward as you exhale. As we ward off the monkey. I'm going to bet that not a lot of you have a real monkey at home. Although I can recall as I was growing up, one of my aunts had a little squirrel monkey as a pet. He was a cute little bugger. These days, this movement is more about calming the monkey mind. Just press away those thoughts for a few minutes. One more time. Both sides. One last press out. Now let that hand float back. It's going to loop around, the other one's going to fall away, and we're going to turn and press. Press hand falls across the body, turning to the other side. Press. Inhale through the transition. Exhale as we turn and press. This is brush knee and push hand. Couple more pushes. One to this side, one to the other side. Stay with me. Capture a ball out here on the side. Swing it to the center. And now, matching off the bottom hand, step out, toss away the bottom hand. Breathe in as you reload that. Breathe out as you toss away the bottom hand. Your other hand just spirals around. We'll give you a visual to work with here. This is called parting the wild horse's mane. So you can think of that toss away hand as running up the underside of the horse's neck while the back hand pats down the mane. If you've done Tai Chi, you certainly recognize this move. But it looks a little different when we're not walking forward. 24 form, we'd take 4 alternating steps forward in this move. And we'd use the ward off the monkey to backtrack into our starting position. All right, we need to get over to the other side. So toss out, take your back hand, turn it over. Your other hand folds in as we recapture the ball. Step in. Now we're going the other way. Step out, toss the bottom hand away. I think we'll go a few minutes long today. I understand if you've only allotted 15, but I'm going to go through the whole 10 today. I just have the feeling a few folks need it today. Next movement will get us halfway through the set. And let's get ready to fold this one back in. So back hand turns over, extended hand folds in as we step in. We've captured the ball. Let's carry that ball back over to the side where it started. Turn our hands on edge, drag them across the body. This is our 5th form called Hands Play with Clouds. Breathing in one direction, breathing out on the return trip across. A couple more times across, and then we're going to float this one right into the next form. As we come across this side, your top hand's going to go away, your bottom hand's going to stop at the front leg, which you're going to lift up. Breathing in, loop the other hand around, breathing out, elbow to knee. The 6th form is called the Golden Rooster Stands on One Leg. Balance problem there. That's why we do these. One more on the other side. And then hands floating up on the sides. Kick out. Just like on Sunday, wanted to make sure we got our balance work in. One more kick. Let everything float down. Hands float back up in front. Turn the palms in like you're holding. Spin the ball. Take your bottom hand, let it float out. The other hand chases it. Let's bring both arms back across the body. As they come back, wrist crosses wrist, we turn and press. Withdraw, press. Take your front hand, let it open up across the body. Bring the other hand in, recapture the ball. Now the other hand's on the bottom. Take your bottom hand, float that one out. The other one chases. Across, over, wrists cross, press, withdraw, press. Now let's add the breath. Inhale as you open up, capturing the ball. Exhale, press. Every time you change direction with the hands, think of changing the breath from in to out. Let's come one more time. Open back up, capturing the ball. Spin your ball, let it float on down, and then arms float back up, and then coming back down, become the rest on the shoulders. Moving from grasping the sparrow's tail to embracing the tiger. This is the 9th form. One more. And then the 10th form. All we do is unfold this, step the feet together, come back down to a neutral position with our feet together. Let's step back out to shoulder width. A little bit of a closing. Rise and gather. Turn the palms to the floor. Press down. Just take one more of those. Regulating the chi. As the hands reach the bottom, let them separate. Breathe in, toss one away, let your eyes follow it all the way overhead. And as you breathe out, bring it down the midline of the body. Other side, we'll finish here. Breathing out, the second hand floats down, comes to rest on the heart center. Place the other one over your lower belly. Step your feet a little closer together, but not all the way. Close your eyes. And we'll finish it off with a few nice, long, deep breaths. Now, if you'd like, you can stay in this final standing meditation as long as you'd like. And when you feel ready, back to the room around you. Take a big breath in, and on the exhale, open the eyes, release the hands, give everything a little shake out at the bottom. Thanks for joining me today. On Wednesday, we'll be back tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, a traditional set called the 8 Treasures, or also known as the 8 Brocades. Very old set, been done for about 800 years, still being done to this day. Hope to see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Namaste.